Well, now, welcome back to another episode of Where the Money At, and we're gonna dive straight into it. You know, we like to focus on crypto here, so today we're gonna go through a little price action of what's going on in the near term and the long term. We're gonna get into why should we invest in crypto, my personal opinions on why I decided to talk about crypto and study crypto and go into it. Then we're gonna talk about the general economy. You know, just I know y'all see these bad headlines with all these banks and just the economy looking like it's going on a downward spiral. So we're gonna get into it. So let's get straight into it. And we are going to look at price action. So, Bitcoin's went up 16% in the last couple of days, along with Ethereum following at 5.1%. But, like we always say here, we're not focused on the day to day. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at this in waves and units. This was a wave. These two double tops was a wave. Now we're going through this section. What is it going to do here? And this line we've drawn actually is holding up pretty good. But y'all know what this line is for me. This is the area where I'm comfortable getting in at because I feel like we're going to see prices come down to here again, just due to the bad economic environment we're in. Bitcoin is only 14 years old, so it hasn't seen this type of economic turmoil yet, and I feel like it could get worse. And I just feel like we could head a little bit lower. But what I really want to discuss today is why I choose to invest in crypto. There's other assets that we can invest in. We can do real estate. We could do stocks. But let me ask you this. Let's get into real estate. This is a chart of the medium housing price in the United States. When was this? When was this right here? 2022. I feel like if you didn't get in right here about three plus years ago, you were priced out. I'm 29 years old. I'm a millennial. I'm in the working part of my career, the early working part of my career. A lot of us, my age, a little bit older and younger, we don't have the money to get into real estate right now. It's just not gonna happen. We don't have that money to get in. Maybe we should have got in right here. Maybe we should have got in right here, but we didn't have that opportunity. That's just the times we're in. Can't be mad at it. It is what it is. So I don't feel like we're gonna real estate our way up there and buy a house. And this is just for buying maybe a single family house. You could do fix and flips, but most of us don't have the money to put into it and flip it. You could, we're damn sure not about to buy and hold. We don't have the money for that. So okay, that's it for real estate. What about stocks? Let's look at a stock of Apple. Apple is already $160. So let's say we take 10 grand and put it into Apple. Okay, now we got 63 shares of Apple. Now what? Do we just wait? Do we sell and then pay capital gains? Like I don't know what you expect. So I choose crypto because I feel like it's an area that's still early enough to still make life changing money. Now this is a speculative asset, so it could go to zero. There's no way I could pull up an altcoin in crypto and present it to some people as like, hey, this is why you should invest in this. It's just it doesn't have the fundamentals of a stock. You don't buy these cryptos and own parts of these companies. They make these things up, and it is what it is. If you paid any attention to the FTX situation, you know what this is. Dogecoin has no real use. Lido staked Ether. I'm pretty sure it has a use inside of its own niche protocol, but you know what I'm saying? Like these things don't really do anything, but there is money to be made, and they do create financial products and transactions. So that's why I choose crypto. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's start a business, work on your craft, get your money making capability up. What do you bring in from your job and selling crafts? So me personally, I'll have crafts to sell, working on products to sell. Don't come at me talking about trading. Do not come at me talking about trading. If you don't know someone you can pick up the phone and call right now and say, hey, run me through your trading shit. Show me your profits, your losses, and how much you made this year. Most people lose money, and most people do not know anybody that's profiting. So do not come at me talking about trading. But that's my little rant. But anyways, so now that we're going through this, and I do feel like we have more downtime to go, but let's just talk about where we are in the cycle. So the Fed, when's the next Fed meeting? The next Fed meeting is this week, tomorrow, and the day after that. So everybody's waiting on a pause. We could keep hiking. I believe we're gonna keep hiking, and I just believe we're gonna just stay in this range, and we're gonna stay up here and bounce up and down until we cut. But there is a possibility and a scenario where if they pause rates, the market could take off. I have already, not financial advice, I've already built my positions just in case we do. And I highly doubt I'll be getting in anymore because that's just not, look, you got to make your plan and go with it. So that's just not what I'm thinking. And a part of making your plan and going with it is if we pause and we take off, I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be. But if we pause and keep going, that's a part of my plan. We'll be good. But this line I've drawn, I've told you guys over and over again, this is where I'm comfortable getting in. But with that being said, does that mean I could miss the bottom? Are we sure that it's ever going to go past below that line ever again? It couldn't. It could take off. We don't know. That's just my plan. So it could bounce up in here and take off and hit all time highs. I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be with my positions, but that's just is what it is. So we're gonna talk about. I mean, I know y'all have heard millions on millions of things about Credit Suisse. And we're not going to go into details. Y'all know we don't dive too deep into the minor things here. This is just a part of it. This is a part of the dance we're going to do. Remember, this whole thing is a movie. It has an introduction, conflict, climax, resolution. We got credit drying up, liquidity drying up, money's going to get expensive. Small banks are going to fail, small companies are going to fail, and they're going to get acquired by other companies. And that's just what it is. So Credit Suisse is going to get bought up by USB. If the deal doesn't get done, someone else is going to buy it. But it doesn't matter. This is it's just like looking at the day-to-day price action. It doesn't matter what's going on with each one of these banks, what's going on with each one of these economies. It just takes time. And I believe the best part about it is we have time to watch it, be calm, stack paper up, and maybe get in on some cheap assets. Maybe it's real estate, maybe it's some stocks. Maybe someone can tell me what to do with the Apple stocks. Maybe I shouldn't even be buying Apple. Maybe I should be buying something else that could turn into something larger. But I don't know. I have no problem talking about what I don't know. But what I do know and what I do study is crypto. And could it go to zero? Yes. But if it doesn't, I'll be there to make any profit there is to make. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we're going to get into today. We're not going to drag it on and on and on. Maybe next episode we'll go through a little bit of crypto portfolio management, and then we're going to figure out what happened to all the YouTube videos on crypto, what happened in the Discords, what happened in all that. So we'll get into that later, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Peace out.